Sure. Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi. So, why do you want to learn Excel? Any of you are working or freshers?
Freshers.
You all are freshers.
Freshers.
You are working. You are working, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You also work on Excel. Okay. As a as a you are not working now. Okay, but you know Excel. Okay, fine. Fine. What is the use of Excel? Do you have some idea? Like on which purpose you are trying to learn this Excel?
To analyze data.
To analyze the data. Okay. To analyze the data. What is the meaning of analyzing data? What is the meaning of analyzing data?
Some mathematical values like mean, standard deviations.
Mhm.
What is the total values?
Okay. Let me share you some data first. I have this data. Okay. If you see, just check the column names first. We have some row ID, order date, order priority, quantity, sales. Yeah. What kind of data it is? What kind of data? We have product.
Product manufacturer.
Okay. Can you please check one more time? Order date, order priority, order quantity, something, some columns, and then you have product name, product category, product subcategory, all this. Okay, what kind of data it is? It's a sales information. It's a sales information. So my requirement is we have a region name. In which region we have highest sales and in which region you have less sales, that I want. Can you able to tell me just by looking this data? Yes or no? No. So what we have to do? You have to write some formulas to create the report, correct? Okay, we are writing some sum ifs formulas and to get the data. Okay, now can you tell me in which region you have highest sales? I'll give you 2 minutes time. Okay, not we should not give even 2 minutes also, 10 seconds time. Okay. Just check these numbers. Okay, central region. How many of you are saying central region? Central. Okay. Any other answers?
Yes, central, madam.
Central only. Okay. Let's go to data. I'll just create a pivot, chart. Now tell me in which region?
That's
West region. But why did you actually in central region? Yeah, we have highest sales, but not more than west. Right? Why are you saying central? Because you did not check the decimal here. You have after decimal, after point, you have 5 decimal value. You thought it is the highest value. Right? So instead of checking this data, if you look this, immediately you are able to tell, you are able to identify in which region you have highest sales. Correct? Okay, my intention is not to go with the highest sales, least. Why did I get least? In South region. So what you have to check again? In South region, for particularly which product I'm getting less sales. Again, I have to go with product by product category. You need to analyze something. Correct? So it will give you some value, either furniture related products. I'll show you the list of values for product. Furniture or office supplies or technology related items, right? So again, you will get some value, like I'm getting less profit, less sales in furniture. Okay, in furniture, again, for exactly which product you are getting less sales. For a particular product, every time you are getting loss, every time. So what is the need of selling that product? Yes or no? So either you need to take a decision to improve the sales, or you need to stop selling that product. Okay, so why we will analyze this data? To take some decisions, correct? To take some decision, or to compare this year data with last year data, or this month data with last month data. That may be sales data, or hospital data, or students information. Okay, like if I take admissions for a college, so in which year you are getting highest admissions? What did we do to get highest admission in that particular year? Maybe we can follow the same this time also. From a particular and from which region you are getting more admissions? I want to check that. Why we are getting more admissions from that particular year? Sorry, from that particular region, right? For which course you are getting highest admissions. So that kind of analysis you have to do. Why we have to do? To take some decision, or to give feedback to our higher management, right? Or for comparison purpose. Is it clear? That is one thing. What we do with the Excel, we analyze the data without, no need to create any formulas, just drag and drop. I'll show you a dashboard, same with this data, sales data. This is the dashboard. So I can see profit by manager. This is a profit analysis dashboard. Month wise you have, and then profit by product category, profit by customer segment, and some data, right? So if I go for where we get less profit, for Erin manager. If you are a region head, you want to see your data. Erin want to see why he is getting less profit. So if I go for Erin, my report will show only Erin's. That complete report will show only for Erin. So if you go to August month, in August month there is a reduction. Why we are getting reduction in August month? I'll go to August month data now. So in August month, for technology, we have, not technology, right? Yeah, technology. Okay. Now if you see, for technology we have less profit. Then I'll go to technology. Go to technology. In technology, for exactly which products you can see here. Okay, that kind of analysis we do using this Excel data by creating some dashboard. This is my intention is to go with the profit. Maybe you can create a report by sales data, or product data, product by product categories. I want to create something. You can create based on your requirement. Okay, is it clear? Okay, yeah, that is one thing. One is to analyze the data. Okay, what is the next one? What is the use of Excel?
Comparison of costing.
That will come under analysis only.
Cost.
Mhm. Processing means? Processing means?
Calculation is also under
Calculation purpose. For calculation purpose, we use Excel. We have so many formulas in Excel to calculate the data. We have some calculator for basic calculations. In Excel, you have nearly 522 formulas to to do some complex calculations. Like based on the conditions, you want to get the sum. Okay, you know some value, using that I want to extract some other values information. Right, date related formulas, you want to calculate a salary of a person based on the number of working days. Okay, based on the conditions, you want to get some output. Yeah, so all this we do using Excel formulas. How many formulas you have? As of today, we have 522 formulas. I'll show you the list. If I go for functions library, all years, this is only as of 2016. We need to add 2019, 21 and Office 365. Okay. So if I go for 2003, in 2003 Excel, we have 341 formulas. Okay. 2007, 12 formulas. Don't think we have just a 12, 341 from old version and then extra 12 formulas added from 2007. If you are trying to use this 12 formulas in 2003 Excel, you can't see it. That's why, some people, we discuss some formula here. They'll ask that formula is not available in their system because they are using old version of Excel. Okay. If you are using Office 365, you are able to see all the formulas. Okay, that is like a up to date. Live, I can say live data you can see in your system. Live application. Okay. And from 2010, extra 57 formulas added. 2013, 50. 2016, extra 11 formulas. And in 2019 also we have some advanced formulas, 2021. That formulas also we are going to discuss. Okay. Some advanced formulas also added from 2019, 21 and Office 365. So we are going to discuss, we are not going to discuss all these 522 formulas because all are not required for data analysis purpose. Okay. You will have some trigonometry formulas like sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Do we require that formulas? For analysis purpose, we don't require them. Okay. And if you go here, you can see all the list of formulas. Trigonometry formulas. See, sin theta, cos theta. See, all these formulas we don't use. Okay. If I go to more cube related formulas, we don't use. Engineering formulas, we don't use. Compatibility formulas, web related formulas. Only some categories we are going to discuss. They are first, I'll start with date and time. Okay. Then logical formulas, text formulas, information, mathematical, statistical, lookup and reference. These are the categories we are going to discuss. Nearly you will have 200 formulas. Okay. They are enough for reporting purpose. Clear? Okay. Once we discuss date and time formulas, I'll give you some list of tasks for practice. Here, all these files we will upload in the drive. So once date and time is done, you can go to this date and time related formulas, select date and time, and you will see a practical tasks. Like if I go to task 1, find out salary of a person based on the below information. Okay. So here the month salary month is this, and salary per month is 25,000. Leaves 7th April and 8th April, but paid leaves only 1. What do you have to calculate? Total days in that month. How many days we have in that month? Okay. Number of working days. How many working days we have? Working days means that may be from Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday. We have formulas only to calculate Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday. Or if you are leave is a different week, like some people will have Monday holiday, so that you can customize it. But default, it will take Saturday and Sunday as weekend. You can customize it and you can find out number of working days. Okay. And number of holidays. Salary per day is how much? How many leaves that person took, and what is the final salary we need to pay to that person. Okay. Let me take a different task. We have a fixed salary like 4,50,000 and the PF amount is 2% on the fixed salary. Okay. And joining date of the person is 1/1/2015 and relieving date is 1/2/2016. So what is the PF amount that person will get? Total PF amount. So you need to find out how many days that person worked in that company, and then we have to calculate the PF amount. Okay, let me take a different task. We have a principal amount some 20,000 and interest is 2 rupees per 100. Start date is this and end date is this. What is the total interest amount that person will get from this date to this date? So all these are based on purely date and time. Okay. So once you are done with that, I'll go for logical. This is for practice purpose. When you are practicing it, if you have any queries, you can post in the WhatsApp group. We will create a WhatsApp group. Hope all of you are in the WhatsApp group, right?
Yes.
So if you have any questions, you can post in the group. Or if it is a little big query, you can ask in the class. I'll explain you that particular task. Okay. And then next, logical functions. Coming to logical functions, when you are practicing these logical tasks, you will have a combination of date and time and logical combinations, not just logical. In text category, date and time, logical and text combination. Like that, we will add the complexity of the tasks. When it comes to lookup and reference, you are able to do tasks using all the combinations. Okay, like that, how many tasks you have? We'll show you for lookup and reference. In lookup and reference itself, you have total some 33 tasks. Okay, so date and time some 7, some 10, 15, like that we add. So total you will have nearly 150 tasks for particularly formulas. Okay. Apart from this 150 tasks, basic tasks. Well, we are going to discuss the tabs, right? This home tab, insert tab. In home tab, you have so many options. Maybe you know this bold, italic, underline, but you need to learn some more important things related to paste, special, conditional formatting, number formatting, filling options, all that. Okay. So on that basic, you will have again tasks. Let's go to beginner questions, very, very basic questions. So you can see Okay. You can see like this, which feature is used to apply formatting using a condition. Okay, and you have some ABCD. What is the procedure to highlight any value above 50 in the range? So like this, you have some questions, right? And then only on basic as well as formulas combination, you have a test paper again. This is level 1. In this level 1 test paper, see, you have some questions again, same. How can we use format painter for multiple times on multiple cells? Okay, these are related to home tab from 1 to 20. 21 to 40 related to formulas. These are basics. I mean, basic means not complex formulas. Okay, and then from 41 to 60, you will have some tasks based on the tabs. Apply wrap text to P4 cell. Tabs means these protecting the sheet, changing the view of the sheet, all this. View related tasks you will have. These are from 1 to 60. Again, you have level 2 assessment. In level 2, this is little complex than level 1. If you are able to do all these tasks, you can do any kind of work in the companies. Okay? Just that you have to practice. While practicing, if you get any queries, we will help you. Okay, clear? Okay. So one is analysis purpose. The second one is for formulas calculation purpose. Total we have how many formulas as of today? 522 formulas. But we are going to learn around 200 formulas. Okay. And you have more than 300 tasks. Okay. But there, once you start learning it, you will feel easy with the task. Right? Next. What is the other use of Excel? Any other use of Excel, like for which purpose we are using Excel?
To share the data, like collaborating.
To share the data?
Yeah, I mean, like collaboration regarding work. If two
Mm.
persons are working, to share the data one to other.
Mm. That you can do for any kind of file, right? Not only Excel. Multiple people want to work with the same file at a time, right? You are saying.
Collaboration.
Yeah. So that you can do with any kind of file, right? Like that may be Word document, PowerPoint presentation. Some person is working in slide 2 and some other person want to work with slide 3. They can do using that sharing options. Or they can upload in the drive, OneDrive or Google, sorry, not Google Drive. At a time you can't work. SharePoint. You can edit something in the SharePoint and you can edit in OneDrive also. You can share with other people and at a time multiple people can work with the same file. Yeah,
Yeah, and data entry and storage.
exactly. To store the data, first thing. First use of Excel is to store the data in the form of tables, right? Record wise you can store. Record wise means you will have some columns and row wise data, right? If I take employee data, you have employee ID, employee name, some email ID, mobile number, address, department, salary, all these columns. Record by record, you can store the data. The same you can do for other database also. Other databases like SQL Server, Oracle, MS Access database. There also you can store the data, right? But why we want to store data in Excel only? What is the benefit you found if you are storing data in Excel?
Spreadsheets.
Hmm.
Uh, like in a particular form, like spreadsheets and
Like it is easy to use. In every system, compulsory you have Excel. Suppose if I do some analysis in Tableau, assume like I created some report in Tableau. So that report, will I be able to share with other people if they don't have license? They should install it and they should have license. I cannot pass my application, right? But if it is Excel, obviously in every system you will have Excel. Yes or no? Not for a like large data set, we don't use, right, Excel for, but some reports like 1 lakh, 2 lakh data, we can easily create the reports, right? It will store up to 10 lakhs 48,576 records, more than 10 lakhs records, okay? But usually we don't store that much data in Excel. If we have that much large data set, we use other databases. But you can give a connection from Excel to that application and you can create report in Excel also. Are you getting my point? Without downloading data from other application, just you can give a connection. My data is in SQL server. From Excel, I'll give connection to SQL server. People are working in SQL server only, but I will create report in I will create my dashboard in Excel by giving connection without importing the data. They changed it from A to B. That will reflect here automatically. Okay. So that you can do. So why Excel? Because everyone will have Excel and everyone is able to use Excel easily, right? Like there is no complexity. Anybody can understand this application easily. They can use it easily. Like if I open that dashboard, they know how to use it, right? If I open something, you know how to use it. If you have like this, right? You need to click on it. Easily you can understand. But if it is other application, you don't know how to use it. You should have some KT on that particular application. Then only you are able to use it, right? Okay, that is the and why Excel? And what is the need of creating a report? Who can learn Excel? Who can learn Excel?
Who can mix them?
Who can means by learning this, what kind of, who can means like
Office administration.
data, is it a HR people or managers?
Data analysis,
Ah.
data engineers.
Okay.
Office administrators,
Okay.
its purposes, and ITs.
Administrators,
Accountant.
hmm? Accountants, okay. Okay. Accountants or accountant. Okay. Huh? Okay. What if I say everyone?
Anybody who needs
Yeah,
Excel.
everyone, anybody.
Everyone needs Excel, okay? Suppose I'm a tester. I need to create some report based on my testing data. How many test cases passed, how many failed, why this particular test case is failed. Okay, who that test case is developed by whom, everything I want to get in the same report. I'll create a report and as a tester, I need to create a report. Suppose I'm a manager. I need to create a report by employee wise. Maybe I want to track some attendance sheet, okay? How many employees are attended today and how many are on absent, or salary calculations I want to do as a manager. You know, if it is a MNC company, we don't do salary calculations manually. But if it is a small company, they'll do these calculations manually only. Yes or no? And they track the attendance also manually. HR, what kind of information, what kind of reports they create? maybe number of employee, I mean, how many employees joined in that particular year, how many employees for a particular department, how many are leaving from that department, where on for, I mean, on which purpose exactly they are leaving the company. So many people are resigning from a particular department. They need to analyze why they are leaving that company from a particular department.
Yeah, part-time or full-time.
Yeah, part-time or full-time. From which company they are taking more part-time employees, means what we have to say. No, yeah, outsourcing. Right? Are you getting it? If you are a developer, you need to do different kind of analysis. You're working in a hospital, you want to do some analysis based on doctor wise, like that particular doctor, how many cases he solved, how many failed cases. That kind of analysis maybe. On a particular disease, they want to do some analysis. Let's take a COVID cases, how many COVID cases we have in that particular year, month wise, in which month cases are more, and in which month we have less, in which country we have more cases, where we have less cases, from which month that for that particular country the cases are decreased. That kind of analysis I want to do. Are you getting it? That analysis may be for any department. You are maybe in any role, but we need Excel. Excel is mandatory for everyone. Are you getting it? And it is easy to learn. And what we do with Excel? Storing the data for calculation purpose. Easily you can do the calculation. You no need to use any of your mind. Already you have some formulas, just that you need to remember it. And you have to provide the input, it will give you output. Okay. And then for analysis purpose, what we do with analysis? To give feedback and to take some decisions. And for comparison purpose, for improvement purpose. Okay. Suppose I want to remove some employees from the company. That is my intention. Now what we'll do? Randomly you can't remove anyone, right? You don't want to send anyone. So you have to analyze something, who is performing better and who is performing least. Maybe based on whether they are coming on time or not. Maybe time one factory's time, and the second factor is, if I go for sales data, where who is doing good sales and who is doing less sales, and who is taking more leaves and who is taking less leaves. All that I will consider, then I will take my decision. Is it clear? Okay. What you are going to learn in our Excel classes? I'll just give you an overview, okay? So actual class I'll start tomorrow. Just I'll give you overview. From tomorrow onwards, what is the sequence we are going to learn? First, I'll start with a very basic one, home tab. In home tab, okay. We have a material for it. Okay. So here you have Excel and history. Okay, who are the competitors for Excel? What is row, column, object model, and extensions, how to save your workbook file. I mean, your file, how to save it. So how many cells you have in Excel. So all that basic things we are going to learn. Then version differences. From version to version, what are the differences we have? That we are going to learn version wise. Okay. From 2003 to 2007, what is the extra features? What are the extra features added from 2003 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to some 13. So that you are going to learn here. And then UI. This is UI is nothing but a user interface. So user interface you are going to learn. I'll tell you customize ribbon, customize QAT later. Keyboard shortcut keys. Here all the list we have, but when the particular situation comes, I'll explain you the shortcut. Here you have all the list. Suppose I want to copy something from top to bottom. Control D, copy from left to right. Flash fill option, Control E. When we are learning that particular concept, I'll explain you the shortcut. But complete list you will have in the material. Okay. And we'll start with the data types. So learning about Excel is nothing but learning about numbers. Right? So analysis you do with what? Numbers only. That numbers only, right? That may be sales data, profit data, employees count, joining date, relieving date. All these are related to numbers only. Learning about Excel is nothing but learning about numbers. That number you can see in different ways. Different ways means number in number format. This is number format with decimals. Number in currency format with dollar symbol, rupee symbol, okay, Japanese symbol. So that country symbol, that is currency. Accounting format, the same, but there will be a space between the number and the symbol. And I'll explain you what is the difference between currency and accounting later. Okay. Date, you can see a number in date format. Date also one of the number. Okay. Date also one of the number, but it is in a different way. And time also one of the number. Percentage, you can see number in percentage format, text format, fraction format, scientific format. Okay. How to change the default formatting to different formatting, that we are going to learn again in detail. Suppose it is showing some 2 decimal number, how to change to 3 decimal. If you have a negative number, how to hide that negative symbol. If you see here, you can see in the formula bar -45. But here visibility wise you are not able to see how to change it. So all that default settings, how to change that, you are going to learn in the number formatting option. So after basic concepts, we are going to learn, the first thing is number formatting. Nothing but data types. Data types means how many kinds of data types you have in Excel. And in particularly only for numbers, we are going to learn more. Nearly one day it will take only for number formatting. That much important it is. In real time, we are going to work with this number formatting more. Okay. So after learning the number formatting, we have custom number formatting. Custom number formatting means you can create your own formatting. Okay, using custom number formatting. Like, let me take, suppose I have a number 2000. This 2000, I don't want like a 2000, it should be 2K, because I have a big number. I don't want to see all that. I want to see like a K, you know, right? K indicates 1000. So you'll go to more number formatting. You have to go to custom. And here I'll say, I'll explain you how to do this later. 0.0, give a space, give a comma and space /K. Say okay. It will show you 2.0K. Okay. If I say suppose 2400, then you can see 2.4K. You want to see something with millions. Sometimes you have very, very large numbers, right? When you are creating a chart, that large numbers you don't want to see in the chart. Instead of that, you want to see like a thousands, like K and M, millions M, right? Then how to change that, that you can learn in the custom number formatting. Okay, or something like I have some +20, -10, -19, +34, something, some positive numbers I have and some negative numbers, right? So Now see what I'm doing. Let's give some green for positive and red for negative. I just gave -0 and +0. Okay. So wherever you have positive number, there it is showing in green color. If it is a negative number, then you can see in red color, right? Now, before this green color, I want to say something like,
If it is 0,
if it is 0, you can write here. I did not write for 0. One more semicolon. I'll say some yellow. Okay. Say supposed to. Okay. Right. I'll give you that syntax. Just for now, I'm showing some with 2 conditions. Now for green, I'll say in double quote increase. Where I gave increase? For green is nothing but a positive value, right? And negative value in double quote give decrease. Okay. And yellow is nothing but no change, right? We'll say suppose no change. And I don't want to see any number. No color, nothing. Just let's say no change. Okay. Say okay. See, wherever you have positive number, there it is showing like increase. But if you see in the formula bar, you can see just number 20. And you get this also. If I say sum of equal to sum of this, actually it should not come because you have a text. But it will come because what? It's not changing the actual value. It will change only visibility of the cells. That is format cells. Changing the number format. So how to do that? There we have so many custom formattings. You can see here so many custom formattings for decimals, thousand separator, round numbers by thousand millions, that increase and decrease one, leading zeros. You have a employee ID. Okay. My employee ID is a 5-digit number. 5-digit number. The first employee ID is 4 zeros and 1. But when you enter 4 zeros and 1, you can see only one. First zeros it won't accept. But I want to show 5-digit number only. Then how to show that? Okay. So all this you are going to learn in the custom number format. If you know how to use the custom number formatting, no need to use all these options. Whatever you will learn here, everything you can do in a custom number format. Right? So after this number formatting, we are going to learn clipboard. Clipboard is nothing but this cut, copy, paste special. You have some theory here. What is already you know what is cut, copy, paste, right? That is same in every application. Paste special. Paste special. What is paste special? When you are pasting it, you don't want to paste everything. Okay? I'll show you some example. See here. Some question. Okay. I'll insert a comment. Total something, right? We have a formula here. We have some background colors. And I'll change this to currency symbol. Okay. Now, here we have some other numbers, right? If I do copy and paste, it will paste everything. Formulas you're getting, background color, comment, everything you're getting, right? But I'll say Control Z. I just want formula from here. See, Control Alt V is the paste special dialog box. And select only formula, say okay. You will get only formula. No, see? Right? I'll say again, copy. I want to paste only comment. Say okay. You will get only comment. I want to paste only formatting. Control Alt V, formats. So from the source, you don't want to paste everything. One of the property you want to paste in the destination. There you have to go for paste special options. Okay. And then font related options, bold, italic, underline, borders, background color, font colors. So this you are going to learn. Alignment options, merging options, wrap text options. So all this you are going to learn. Then conditional formatting. Based on the condition, how to format the cells. If I go for these numbers, let's assume like these are marks. Okay. So if these are marks, wherever you have the value greater than or equal to 35, that I want to highlight with a green color. If it is less than 35, then red color. Okay. So you have to do manually. You have to apply the colors manually if you don't know conditional formatting. What if I applied here green color and green color? By mistake, it is 4, but I thought like it is 40. But by mistake, there is a chance to apply wrong color to the values. If you are doing something manually, there is a chance of getting human errors, right? So, but if you are applying, go to select the cells, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules greater than 35. I want to highlight with some green color, say, okay. If you change the value, automatically it will remove the color. If you change the number, automatically it will apply the color. Based on the condition, it will apply the color or remove the color. That is conditional formatting. So in conditional formatting, you have different kinds of conditional formatting, like greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contains top bottom rules, top 3 items you want to highlight, or top 2 items or bottom items you want to highlight, or data bars based on the bar you want to highlight your number, or based on the this is color scale, based on icon you want to highlight something. Okay, so this you are going to learn in conditional formatting. Then format as table. Again, this is very, very important concept. I'll explain you tomorrow what is format as table. But if you are converting your table into format as table, then you can create a dynamic formulas, dynamic dashboards, dynamic charts, dynamic drop downs. So everything is dynamic if you convert your table into format as table. So that is again very, very important concept. Okay. So that you will get in format as table. Then cell related styles, inserting cells, rows, sheets, columns, deleting some formatting options, row height, column width, hiding, unhiding rows, columns, changing the height and width of rows and columns. Okay. And finding options, filling options, how to fill from top to bottom, left to right, top to bottom to top, right to left. If you want to fill numbers from 1 to 1000, what is the shortcut key and how to fill it? You can't enter numbers and drag it down up to 1000, right? How to fill the numbers. So all that basic things you are going to learn in the home tab. So once we are done with the home tab, we are going to learn formulas. Whatever formulas I explained, date and time, logical, that you are going to learn once we are done with the home tab. Okay. Once the formulas is done, then we will come back to one by one tab. Insert tab. In insert tab, you have pivot tables and some shapes, smart art, icons, screenshots, all this inserting related options, charts, what is spark line, filters, these are advanced features from 2010. So all this you are going to learn in the insert tab. Then this is not required. Draw is like a paint. You have a paint application, right? You can draw something here itself. Okay, this is not required. Page layout. Page layout is for printing purpose. If you want to print your document like in A4 size, you know how to set the sizes, right? Horizontally or vertically, you want to take the print out. Or the same header you want to print in each and every page. How to keep a header and footer like page numbers you want to keep. Changing the printing settings that you will get in page layout. Okay. Then in formulas, you have formula auditing and calculation options and define names also. So what is this? You are going to learn some options apart from these formulas. Then data tab is connecting with other applications, like how to connect with, I'll show you with one database and how to get data from a notepad file and from website. 3 connections I'll explain. Get data from other applications and how you can keep an interval so that it will refresh the data automatically. For every 1 minute, I want to refresh the data. A simple example. You want to get a cricket score. Okay. You are giving link from that cricket score table and this Excel. So you are setting a time for every 1 minute, the score should update in the Excel. You can set the interval so that the data will refresh automatically. Okay. How to get data from other applications, still you are the same. And sorting the data, filtering. Normal sorting and filter maybe you know, but advanced sorting and advanced filter options you have here. And text to columns. You have data in one column, how to split into multiple columns. Flash fill option, remove duplicate, data validation. Data validation means I have a mobile number. Okay. That mobile number column, will it accept only mobile numbers or any kind of data? Any kind of data. There is no restriction on the Excel. So you want to give a condition on the cells to hold only mobile numbers. Like first condition should be, it should be a number. Second one is length should be 10. And third condition is the first character should be at least 6. That conditions I'll keep in the Excels so that it will accept correct mobile numbers. Okay. That is data validation. Getting data from other sheets or other Excel file to single, consolidate, what if analysis, forecasting we are not going to learn because forecasting report as a data analyst we don't create. Okay, grouping, ungrouping and subtotals. This is very, very important tab, data tab. And then review tab. Protect your file. Like when you are opening the file, it should ask for password. Nobody should not open it. Okay. Or they can open it, but they should not do any modifications in the cells. Okay. Nobody should not even create a sheet, delete the sheet, change the sheet name, move sheet from one place to another place. All that structural operations I don't want to allow. Or you have a formula. Nobody should not see that formula. You want to hide your formula. You want to lock the cells. Right? You are a manager. You want to give permission to a particular range to enter the data, but remaining all you want to like lock it. Allow edit ranges, a particular range only want to give permissions. So all that protection related options you are going to learn in the review tab. And then view tab is just for a view purpose. How to compare one workbook with other workbook. Okay. Or like this is normal view. This is page break preview. Page layout view, layout, pages wise it will show you. Okay. I don't want to see ruler. This is ruler. Grid lines, I don't want to see these lines. Only view. View wise you want to change something, then you have to go for view tab. And finally, once we are done with that, last I'll explain you that pivot tables and charts and then dashboard. That will be our last session. Dashboard is our last. I'll explain you 2 dashboards. One is with pivot tables and one is with formulas like attendance tracker, how to create. Small example. See, if I change this to June month, dates will change automatically. And when you are entering the, when you are selecting this value, automatically this will add here. It will give you the count. Okay, this is attendance tracker from basic with empty file. We are going to learn like how to create this attendance tracker. One and one is with sales data. I showed you one example. I'll show you that. Is it clear? This will be our journey up to dashboard. This is today is just a demo session. So from tomorrow onwards, we are going to learn from basic cut, copy, paste, paste, especially. Before that, like what is the difference between each version? How to save your file? What is the difference between each extension? First, I'll explain you some basic things. Then we will go for home tab. Okay. Any questions? Maybe today I went little fast because I need to explain all the things what you're going to learn. But actual concept, I did not explain anything today. From tomorrow onwards, we'll start learning. Right? Any other questions? All good? Okay. That's all from my side. If you don't have anything, you can leave. Online guys, any questions from your side?
No, no.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Okay
No.
then. Yeah. Okay then. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
కంప్లీట్ చేస్తారా లేదంటే మిడిల్ వస్తారు?
లేదు వేరెవరు రారు మిడిల్. కోర్స్ వేరేదైతే వేరే వాళ్ళు వస్తారు కానీ ఒకే కోర్సులో వేరే వాళ్ళు రావు.
పవర్ పాయింట్ వాళ్ళు కూడా మీరు కంప్లీట్ చేస్తారు.
వర్డ్ లేదు, వేరే ట్రైనర్. మీరు వర్డ్ కూడా కలిపి జాయిన్ అయ్యారా?
టోటల్ 365 కి MS 365 కి చెప్పారు.
ఎంఎస్ ఆఫీస్ మొత్తమా? నేను ఓన్లీ
ఎక్సెల్
ఎక్సెల్ కంప్లీట్ తీసుకుంటా.
ఇది 1 మంత్ మేడం.
1 మంత్ పడుతుంది.
సాటర్డే సండే
లేదు, మండే టు ఫ్రైడే. మండే టు ఫ్రైడే 7:30 to
అబౌట్ 9.
about 9. థ్యాంక్ యూ. చెప్పండి.
అంటే మీరు డెమో లేదంటే ఇంకా
లేదు నేనే మొత్తం కంటిన్యూ చేస్తాను. ఎక్సెల్ మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ వరకు డాష్ బోర్డ్ వరకు నేనే తీసుకుంటాను. మధ్యలో ఏ ట్రైనర్స్ రారు. నేను లీవ్ పెట్టినా కూడా వేరే వాళ్ళు రా. ఓకేనా? 7:30.